Welcome to Lecture Online. When objects are heated but they're constrained between very strong endpoints that do not move, well, then we build up stresses. So they're called thermal stresses when objects are heated but they have no way to expand. So let's say we have an aluminum bar with a cross-sectional area of 20 square centimeters. And let's say that the temperatures change from 17.2 degrees Celsius to 22.3 degrees Celsius. And let's say the length of the aluminum bar was 10 centimeters. What will be the thermal stresses that are built up on that object? Well, first we need to determine the thermal expansion, and we have the equation. We already know what that is. We plug in the values. For aluminum, we have the coefficient of linear expansion, and we get a change of 1.224 times 10 to the minus 3 centimeters in length. Then we go back to what we call Young's modulus, and Young's modulus for aluminum is 7 times 10 to the 10 pascals. The equation for Young's modulus is stress divided by strain, and stress is force over area, strain is change in length over the original length. Maybe I should put down original length right here. And so now we calculate the stress, which is Young's modulus times this ratio. We plug in the values, and we get a stress of 8.5 million pascals, or almost 8.6 million pascals, which is 1,243 pounds per square inch. That's an enormous amount of stress. How much force is applied then to that aluminum bar to keep it from expanding? Well, the force will be the stress times the cross-sectional area. We have the cross-sectional area, we multiply that, we get 17,120 newtons as the force applied to that bar to keep it from expanding, which is 3,850 pounds. So that's what we mean by thermal stresses, and this is how you calculate them.